Hi math friends, we're going to check out our study guide together today. Remember to pause, replay, skip forward, whatever you need to do to help you study, but do not copy. If you copy, that's really not studying. Remember with a translation, this is a slide, so I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's where I got to be for this one. Here's J prime. Let's do the same with the others. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Follow each direction as it's listed on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So there's our image. Remember to label with the primes, and then we connect them. All right. With our rotation, remember clockwise. I'm going to go the way that a clock moves. Think about that whole circle. I'm going to mark my point of rotation, the origin in this case. So I'm going to mark the origin. Alright, now I'm going to take these. I like to label these points on the patty paper because that just kind of helps me keep it in order. Alright, so 90 degrees clockwise. Now when this origin matches up again, and we got to match up perfectly here we go. And I can just mark this underneath. So V prime and so on. V prime. And I always like to double check to make sure that I have it in the right place, because it can be really easy to move the patty paper and have it in the wrong spot. So here we go. Alright, now let's check our other one, reflection across the y-axis. So we're going to flip this all over this way. Alright, so for each one, here's my y-axis. Count how many spaces, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Count 5 spaces over. And here's where D prime is. Same with the rest. This is 1, 2, 3. So then I go 1, 2, 3. Counting the spaces to the line of reflection. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I also like to connect them, D to Z, so D prime to Z prime, and so on, just so I get that shape correct. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so remember, as you're going through this, pause and check out your work. Alright, we got another rotation, so we're going to label these. Sometimes I like to make sure that these dots that we make are here, that they're more visible, right? That's going to help you keep the shape in order. What's not going to help me keep the shape in order is if I just kind of try to remember, or I try to just lazily draw around here. Draw those points. So 180, doesn't matter what direction because you're going to end up here. So that was clockwise. Now watch counterclockwise. 90, 180, and I'm still right there. Right? So I'm looking at these points. I got P prime, K prime, cool, Q prime, T prime. That is correct. Alright, so now I want to connect them, make it look nice. There we go. We got a little more to do here. We got another translation, 2 left, 1 up. Now this one doesn't have anything labeled on it, so we're only going to move 2 left, 1 up. And I'm not going to label these points because there's no letters here. Okay, 2 left, 1 up. 2 left, 1 up. So here's where our image goes. Okay, last one we got a reflection across the x-axis that'll flip this way. How many spaces from the x-axis? 1. So then I go 1 space above, B prime. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. K prime, 1, 2. So 1, 2. J prime. If that looks familiar, that shape was on the other page as well, but in a different way this time. Alright, this time we have to describe it. So if I look at my original and my prime, that's going to tell me how I transform. This one looks like it was a slide, but I'm going to use my patty paper just to check. So I got T, P, B. So I like to do that, and then I'm going to do that. Slide. It is a slide. So this is a translation And how did it move? It went 1, 2, 3, 4 up. Translation, up 4 units. Okay. Alternatively, or if you want to just be super smart about it, you could do this. XY maps to x comma y plus 4. Okay. This implies that this is a translation, so either way is good. Okay, let's also check out our this transformation here. So I'm going to look for a point that is like the same with the prime. So I've got a t and a t prime. I'll pay attention to those. I'm going to trace the original. So t, n, m. I don't know what that is. It's all jumbled up. Maybe it's v. Okay. So this looks like a rotation just by looking at it. So clearly if I slide it, that doesn't go. Oh, I should label this 2. If I flip it, it doesn't work. So it's got to be a spin or rotate. Okay, so I'll make sure to mark my origin and spin it. So this looks like 90 degrees it matched up, but which way did we go? We went this way. Think about the whole circle. It's counterclockwise. So I need to write rotation 90 degrees counterclockwise about the origin. Okay, now you could also go the other way. So if you wanted to go clockwise, we'd go 90, 180, 270. So you could also say rotation 270 degrees clockwise, and we got to say about the origin. All right, one more page to check here, right? So for this one, we got to make the shapes first. So remember how to do that. 2, 2. Here's F. 2, 5. So over 2, up 5. And then 3, 2. So over 3, up 2. So I have to construct the original first and then do the transformation across the x-axis. 1, 2. So flip it over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very similar to what you just did, but you gotta know your coordinates here. So this is where we put a lot of skills together. Alright, look at this one. Construct the rectangle. -3, -1. 1, 2, 3, -1. -3, 2. -3, 2. -1, -1. And then -1, 2. So here's my original. Here's the pre-image. Translate x plus 3, y minus 2. So I'm going to go to the right 3. 1, 2, 3, down 2. Here's z prime. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. M prime, and that's in line just like this, right? Over here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Let's do that. There we go. Alright, last one here. This has us doing a couple things. It says first reflect triangle ABC over the y-axis, then rotate the image 90 degrees clockwise. So a little confusing here, but we do that, then we rotate the image. So this is the pre-image. Okay, I'm going to make these points a little bit better here. So we're going to flip it over or reflect it over the y-axis. So at 2 spaces away, so 2 spaces away here. Here I go, A prime. Same here. C prime. And then B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. B prime. Connect, connect, connect. So here's my image, right? Then rotate the image. So I'm going to rotate this one 90 degrees clockwise. Use my patty paper. Look at that. I've used 1 sheet of patty paper for this whole thing. So I got A, C, B. Helps to label these so that I get them labeled properly. Clockwise. So I'm going to go the way a clock moves this way. 90 degrees. So I should be right there. I think this is where C was. Yeah. A. I always double check these. And then B. Alright, so we got to label these with double prime now because this is the second image. So double prime like that. Make sure to trace it. Alright, there we go. Remember, while you're going over this, make sure to go back, pause, do your own work, do your job. You're awesome.